tortured is From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
No, and yeah, my cousin decided to come and fuck with me and paint my nails, and did a crappy ass job too. Well, I had to get some sleep. You don't think I was gonna sit and wait all day for results, did you? Fuck and no. No. Nah, no. They can all suck a big fat. Hey, how you doing, folks? It's me, Johnathan T. Rokford, here with the official results. Special shout out to my cousin for providing you with some entertainment. We started the night off with James Altraz facing Martel the Carpenter, and Martel picked up the win, folks. Yeah.
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
It's about as exciting as going through a snow squall. For future reference, Mr. Altraz, there's a couple things you don't want to do here in WPA. One of them is lose to Martel, according to Sinister, anyway. I could be wrong. The guy has won titles. So. Now, our next match was Supreme Knight versus the Goonfather versus Mac Blakely. And Mac Blakely picked up the win in the triple threat match when he pinned Supreme Knight. Don't know where the Goonfather was. It's like he didn't exist. Now, our next match was Kenny Lee versus the Emperor 2K Anomaly, and that one ended no contest as there was nobody there. Which then we later found out also why the Goonfather wasn't there. Kind of weird. It was kind of weird. I'm telling you, Flip, you're not going to believe this. The Goonfather and Kenny Lee, same person. He couldn't remember which match he was supposed to go to. That was what he said. Yep. Well, yeah, I could go for some cereal too. We have to get some after we finish filming. Now, our next match, we finally had a good match. We had the Beast versus Shona Campbell. Very competitive matchup. Ended with a Beast Bomb. 1, 2, 3, and the Beast picked up a win. One half of our tag team champs, 3MT. And if you missed this past week's tit for tat, shall we say, on the page, ooh, you missed a good hour of trash talking between Luscious Lucius and the Big J Bowski. We look forward to another one of those. Now, our next match saw the Darkstalker, our Intercontinental Champion, taking on Casper 2779. And, folks, this has to be probably Casper's most significant win. He beat the Intercontinental Champion. And it wasn't that he just beat him. He beat him. He beat him like, what's his name, Mister or whatever, beat the Sealy. I mean, he dominated the match, folks. I'm trying to figure out why he can't do that any other time. Like, God dang, good job, Casper. Now, our next match featured another member of Sinister as Johnny Rocco took on the Messiah. Now, if you remember, not that any of you ever pay attention on this page half the time, a while back, the Messiah started talking a little trash about Johnny Rocco, saying he wanted him in the ring. Now, at the time, I think Johnny was a little tied up with some stuff, and Johnny usually does things on his time anyway, so, yeah, he got him. He got his wish, and Johnny showed him why he probably shouldn't have wished for that. As Johnny Rocco defeated the Messiah, handed him a loss. You know, Messiah can call himself a jobber, but a jobber probably would have did a better job than the Messiah. False prophet ass. Now, our next match was Big Mel versus Gigi. And Gigi made it close. But in the end, Big Mel came out with the win. And yeah, my cousin was right. Wasn't that exciting?
Whatevs.
Now, the Prince of Crime was in action as he took on Crazy Canuck. Now, this was another good match, folks. Stayed close throughout until the Prince of Crime was able to steal one from Crazy Canuck. Crazy Canuck must not have checked that exchange rate on those hits he was trading with the Prince, because yeah, the Prince caught him with a good one and then rolled him up. I think he might have held his tights too. I have to look at the replay. Now, Brass Hole from Killer Goons was in action versus the Wraith and picked up the win over the Wraith. Now, if anybody knows the Wraith loves to fight. So it being a close match doesn't surprise us because, hey, it's the Wraith. He likes to fight. Doesn't care about titles. Just wants to fight. So, but Brass Hole was able to outlast the Wraith's barrage of hits and pick up the win. Now, our next match was the Big J Bowski versus Nergahante. And, folks, after losing your title, you kind of want to get back on the wheel and pick up a win. Unfortunately, this wasn't the match. Nergahante came to fight. I mean, he's seen Luscious Lucius beat Nergahante, the J Bowski. So he must have figured he could hang with him too, and he did. He hung with him so long that the match ended in a time limit draw. Hey, I won't say guarantee. Predict? Yeah, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I predict the next match that Big J Bowski's in, he's not only going to just win it, he's going to dominate it. Just putting that out there. He's trying to get back up that ladder, folks. Now, former Intercontinental Champion, Queen Starlin J, the apple of Phil's eye, was in action versus Captain Chaos. Now, you would think after fighting against two individuals for a game changer and having your hair almost pulled out your head, you know, she was a little irritated. And then you got Captain Chaos there. That's just a formula for destruction right there. And Queen Starlin J got back on the winning ways and defeated Captain Chaos, which, being from Ohio, it doesn't surprise me that he lost. Yeah, Ohio really sucks. Now, our next match featured a match between some OGs as Jermaine Walker, our WPA champion, took on the Super Champion, King of Tyville. I wish he would shorten that. Yeah, we gotta find some other name for him. Flip. But Jermaine was able to beat him, which I wouldn't say it was a surprise, but he hit the sexy driver on the Super Champion King, who was not at 100%, so you never know. At 100%, he might have made it a little bit tighter contest. But a big shout out to the Super Champion King. Get well soon. Now, next match featured the Master Sean Puff and the Horror Show Homevik, who fought inside and outside the ring to the point where time just ran out on them. Yeah, so we had another time limit draw. Folks, we had like a couple matches that ended badly. We had no contest between Kenny Lee and Emperor. And time limit draw in this match. Time limit draw in this match. And then the next match between Money MF and Mike and South Bronx Savage ended in a double countout. You know what would be good? If you team up all the matches at a time limit.
If I got paid for every time he went on a rant,
And
I
see
swear I'd
which
be a rich
side
man by now.
can actually pull out a win.
He know damn well ain't nobody gonna do no match he suggests.
Wait a
Who
minute.
does he think he is?
Why not?
WPA
Just think
booker or
everybody
something?
that had
Just shut up and
everybody
record
that
and talk about the
ended in no
matches.
contest or time limit draw, double count out. Just put 4 on this side, put 4 on this side, and let them just battle it out. Hell, you can even do it elimination style. Yeah. They won't do it. Now, we did have a triple threat number 1 contender matches. Robert Isaiah Salea, Lucha Libre, and Kwani Fist were in action in match 1. And I feel... Actually, no. I'm sorry. I can't feel bad for Robert anymore. Like, those two were so entangled with each other that they wound up pinning you. So both of them move on. I expected the Lucha Libre to move on, but Kwani Fist? Robert. Nobody likes to lose to anybody named Kwani. Just ask anybody. It's very, very distressing. If you let yourself get pinned and Kwani's not the one getting pinned in your match. It's horrible. Now in match 2, we had Lycan Umbras versus Essential Jalen Masters, and Luscious Lucius was scheduled in there. Of course, he didn't show up. Why would he? You know, hey, this is a match so you can try to get another title around that waist, you know. I'm not going to show up. Oh, okay. Yeah. But what did show up was Lycan Umbras, as he was able to pin Jalen Masters. You know what? I probably know why Luscious Lucius didn't show up. He has the mask that is supposed to have belonged to Lucha Libre. That was supposed to be the prize for Lycan Umbras. But Lycan will get another chance, because since he's moving on to the triple threat title match, Lucha Libre will be there. We could see another unmasking right then and there. Now, in our next match, we had a Blaze Compound Brawl between Bobby Blaze and Luna. A rematch from their no contest match last week. And Luna pulled out the win. There's not too many people to go into the Blaze Compound and pull out a win. It's actually a very nice place, too. Yeah, it's really high up there on my list of places to visit. Now, our triple threat champion, Chris Salas, was in action. What was it? This is how I told you. This is how you know it's Women's History Month. Lady Assassin and the First Lady Alexa Leslie were competing, trying to get that belt off of Chris Salas. It was like as if one of them was his girlfriend, and the other one, I guess, must have been a sneaky link. But he was about to play a video game, and they wanted to talk right then and there. But you know who always wins that one. The gamer. As Chris Salas was able to retain his title, pinning the First Lady. Which I know she, hey, but it was a real good sign of respect after that match. A lot of handshakes. Yeah, they're not beefing. Why should they fight? Once the match is over, the match is over. Now, our TV champ was in action as Red Death took on Needles Kane and was able to retain his title in a match that went down to the wire. It's like if it was a score, it was a buzzer beater. Now, Shepard Bain was not in action, had the night off, but he will be in action next week. Folks, it's the weekend. You know what that means. Don't drink and drive. Hug your loved ones and make sure to pick up the phone and call that friend that might need it. Shout out to Big E. I'm out. Coming up next, Philip. his pick of the week. Deuces. So yeah, so when I called Turtle, yeah, he wasn't. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. No. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring him back. I don't know. He's kind of cool. He's cool with it. Just gotta get him the Starbucks off. Yeah. Did you ever resolve that thing with you or Good day, WPA. It is I once again here. If you don't know me by now, you must be living under a rock. But for those who don't know my name, I am Philip Alexander Carrington IV, and I'm here to grace you with another pick of the week. Now this pick, I took great pleasure in selecting, as although he has a very underwhelming record, at times he can light it up. In his match against that scallywag, the Darkstalker, our current WPA Intercontinental Champ, he was dominating. Exquisite ring presence, the ability to keep control throughout the match and not give up an inch. Casper 2779 of the Killer Goons. You know, sir, from time to time you prove you may be the better goon out of the bunch. You show it often. I hope the next time you get a shot, not the title, you put out that same effort. It would have been match of the night if the scallywag had been up to par. But like his team, very underwhelming, very disappointing as always. It's a shame that such a malcontent defeated the queen for her title, but then again, she wasn't at the 100%. Casper 2779, you know, you often show glimpses of excellence when you're in tag matches, whether it be a trios or just a 4-man match. But when you go one-on-one, I've often noticed, very underwhelming, except for last night. Beautiful performance. The Darkstalker had none of the right answers to compete with you. And you maintained your stranglehold on that match and pulled out the victory. So to you, sir, I say, good job, sir. Actually, anyone that beats the scallywag is my pick. Malcontent. But I have an appointment to get to now. The sun is shining. The day is bright. It's most likely because the Darkstalker lost. So until the next time, folks, I bid you a good day. I said good day.